The building that we're in, the original building of York High School, was opened in the fall of 1977. So when the original auditorium was built, it was built below the size that it had originally been planned for. And second of all, it was thought to be obsolete the day it was open.
The auditorium is horribly outdated. I think we've directed 22 shows at this school. I've also directed at several other surrounding schools where they have adequate auditoriums, from the stage itself to the backstage to the lack of wing space to no proper green room to the auditorium itself to the lighting to the light booth. It just has not been updated in so many years.
Right now, in fact, the only thing that's ever been done in there in that time is we changed the carpeting once. All the seating's original. The manufacturer of that seating has been out of business for at least 15, maybe 20 years, so you can't get parts.
Yeah, a lot of the seats and that kind of stuff, they don't manufacture the parts anymore, so we've been trying to refurbish them, and a lot of the stanchions on the seats are all cast iron. You can't weld those anymore, that kind of stuff. You can't really weld cast iron.
I want to make sure if we're performing that the kids can actually get heard. I've always used the analogy that singing in that auditorium is the equivalent of practicing, the basketball team practicing in the gym with the lights out. Well, you can do it. What's the point? If you can't see the basket, if you kind of, well, imagine that the basket's here and shooting around. I mean, no one in their right mind would ever allow that, but that's exactly what would happen if we performed in the auditorium again.
Then logging risers and podiums and stuff back and forth for a while. Kind of a big step. Our chorus hasn't been on that stage. Well, since our current chorus instructor, Rob Westerberg's been here, we've never fit on it.
There are multiple times during the course of a week, during the course of a school year, where we would like to bring the whole student body together at one time in an atmosphere where you can talk to them and talk to them directly. And we don't have the ability to do that. If you look at our most recent guest, when we had Carrie Diaguardi here, great opportunity for our student body. The only way we could do it, and it happened to be her generosity that made it possible, we had to put her in a room with 4 different groups. Part of that was driven by the fact that we couldn't put a piano in the auditorium because the elevations are such that it would cost us $300 to have the piano moved and then have to have it tuned just to put it in the auditorium.
The lighting system needs to be updated. The stage itself is just inferior, and if you all go sit in the auditorium, you can maybe sit in a seat that's working and one that's going to fall apart on you. It's kind of embarrassing. I think that it hasn't been updated, and a huge flaw, I would have to say, is that you cannot seat the entire student body and staff in there, which is too bad, because there's a lot of things besides the plays where it would really be an asset to the school to be able to seat the entire staff and student body.